let's talk about identity. A lot of times people get stuck in what happened to them in the past. They get stuck in their current circumstances that it's very hard for them to figure out how to change their lives to get from point A to point B, from where they are today, where they came from, and where they want to be. Hi, Internet. My name is Johanna. I am a cooking personality, Mama Cuisine, and owner of Varieties Egus Financial, where we focus on corporate, retirement, and insurance. Here, I like to talk about family, food, faith, finance, and fun. So let's get back about talking to identity. You know, a lot of times, even in my own life, I often sat, even when I was a little girl, and visualized who I was going to be when I became this age. And there was a lot of course, missing parts when you're a little girl or a little boy. But you have to have this vision and you have to have creativity. And so a lot of times as we become adults, we get stuck. We get stuck in the process of life. We get stuck in the mundane. We get stuck a lot of times in painful situations in our lives. And we don't ever think there's a way out or to change. So a lot of times people accept where they are. And they realize the only way for me to get through life is to accept where I am today. And this is all life is going to be. Let me tell you, that is the biggest lie. In order to change your identity, and I've changed my identity several times. And a lot of times our identity, first you have to figure out what is my identity, right? I started off as, of course, a little girl in the Philippines. Those of you who may not know, I was born in the Philippines, grew up there till I was 9. We moved here to the United States. I come from a reverend father, and my mother and father were professionals in the pharmaceutical industry. I come from a family that is very big in business, huge entrepreneurs. My mother's side of the family did a lot of things from the province in the Philippines, but did a lot of great things, politics in our hometown, so many great things. I came from a very good family. But it doesn't mean that we didn't have our own craziness, just like every family does. Everyone has a family background. And a lot of times we wrap our identity around that. And I had a baby when I was 20 years old. And so I could have gotten stuck with that identity. I could have gotten stuck and told myself, this is all I am. I got married when I was 24 years old, was married for 10 years, divorced 10 years later with 3 kids, 2 daughters. So I have a son and 2 daughters. I could have gotten stuck on that and said, I'm just a divorcee. That's all I am. All I am is a divorced woman. That's it. This is my life. I'm just a sad single mom now. Right?